think I already started. I'm sorry. But let's start. I think I started. My audio is not. Oh, your audio is not. Okay. That- gonna audio source. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. It looks nice.
So I'm not sure what to do. Well, okay. I think I know what the issue is. So while I'm fixing this, let me briefly let me briefly introduce myself. Um, Hello, I am SyzygyAltairCh, also call me Z for short. The the Z in Syzygy stands for scuff, clearly, because this is already quite scuffed. Um, and yes, I do physics engineering content. Uh, CL, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes. How much time do you need? Um.
Um, as just take your time because I am figuring out scuff. But yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay.
Wait, I fixed it. I fixed
Oh.
it. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Hey. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
Yeah.
Hello, chat everywhere. Chat on my side and chat on side. I am CL. I make content that's about learning CS stuff, mostly ML actually. I'm recently learning some machine learning and most focused on natural language, which is where you how a computer understands human language. So when you talk to Siri, when you talk with ChatGPT, this is all natural language processing. And I started being interested in it a while back, but I just feel very left behind. So most of the time during my streams, I either watch a lecture, that's an actual lecture about natural language, or I try to follow courses. One of them has been Hugging analysis. Yeah, and I mostly fail. So if you'd like to come,
Yes, and if you guys haven't already, go subscribe to CL. She is an amazing CSV tuber. Actually, I think I came across your courses in my YouTube recommended when I was first starting out VTubing. Yeah.
yeah, I remember you first saying I want to like plan is
Mhm.
uh to stream and to become a VTuber, and I remember like being so excited to like become like a one who tell you here are the mistakes that I made. So the fact that we're doing this collab is
Yeah, no, I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Well, actually, before we get started on the leak code, I actually was just curious to like hear more about like what got you into CS and like computer science.
Ooh. Okay, wow. All right. So I I guess I should say that I am from and live in the Middle East. So my sorry, I'm looking at chat.
Mhm.
Okay, telling me to, sorry. All right. So that. So I grew up in a family that was like end of 19 to like start of 2000s, had access to computers, which I'm guessing is not normal. Not everybody did. Um, and just watching my family use it, do cool things, made me interested and be a kid that actually knew how to use it compared to people around me. But that does not mean I started coding when I was 6, because that's something that you hear from people and you become a bit disheartened when you see that. My first line of code was like I wrote it when I was 18. So I'm not a genius. I was it's a bit anticlimactic to say normally after you finish high school based on your grade you get to be chosen to a government university or college based on your grade. And based on my grade, the access that I had was I had two choices, which was CS or English literature. And I was like, I'd rather do CS, but if it's English literature, I'd be happy. And CS came back. And that's when I like got into programming. It's not something fancy to say. My first word was 0 and 1. Wasn't.
Wait, so your great like maybe a single test determined what you would need to do for the rest of your life? That's crazy. Maybe I come from like a US based system where that's actually not the case, but that's really interesting.
You can still go to a paid university, a private one, and choose a wider range of choices. But yeah, if you wanna, I got my bachelor's for free, so yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
wait, that's even more that's even more, yeah, 'cause you don't need to deal with like crippling student debt.
Nope. But I did pay for my master's, so there's that. Now I'm gonna shoot. Yes. Let me answer someone in chat and say yes. This is a collab stream. Yay! And I think I've put the link in the YouTube description. So if you guys want to jump over there and subscribe, please do that. But to shoot the question back to you, what got you interested in like physics and also like computers and how to mix them, you know? Like how did you
Oh,
get
yeah,
get
no, yeah.
there in the middle and not choose one side?
Well, actually, when I first started, I was just interested in astrophysics. So, I don't know if you've ever watched have you watched Cosmos?
Of course. I first
Yeah.
watched the new one and then I went back and watched the Carl Sagan one.
Yeah, yeah, no, I first watched the new one. So, I really, really love that. So that's what got me into space. But then I sort of realized, like, as I was going through university, that nowadays astrophysics and CS are so intertwined. So a lot of my interests have sort of shifted to being more interdisciplinary. So across physics, CS, and engineering. So it's just been really cool just exploring how all those can be applied. And nowadays, like it's kind of important to have all three skills, especially in astrophysics. Also, I just think it's really cool. Like, who thought that like I mean, for instance,
Mm.
I was actually just reading a paper exploring like the mechanics of like microbes that move in our body. And that's like biophysics. Like that is a type of physics. And it's so interesting to see how physics has sort of come together with different fields. I don't know if you know as well, but like the Nobel Prize in physics this year
Oh,
went to, and this is a little controversial, but it went to some
yes.
like
Your shop,
um
right? No?
AI, yeah, machine learning research. I think it was neural networks.
Wait, it wasn't.
Yeah.
The professor at University of Toronto. Why did I forget his name? Yes. I watched a video recently. Yeah, he's like the father
Yeah.
of ML, neural networks.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I think it was a bit controversial because some people didn't think it was actual physics, which makes sense. But I think it just does demonstrate like this wave of physics and CS becoming incredibly intertwined. So that's sort of what has been drawing me into both. And I've been learning a lot from live streaming as well. Like for instance, like we went through a part of Google's machine learning course,
Hmm.
which was so much fun, but I feel like that was a lot of new learning skills. Actually,
Hmm.
chat just says physics just likes having its fingers in everything. I mean, in fact, physics sort of encapsulates everything, right? It holds everything in our cosmos. So it's impossible to like disentangle it from all these other fields.
Yes, but
So yeah.
I'm not a math person. I think a math would say the same thing. Like it's an thing. But actually, someone in chat was also saying that they didn't realize how much deep learning was a part of the picture of the black hole. Like, that was one of the huge,
Mm.
like it's a win for both physics and science, right?
Yeah, exactly. Wait, that's actually a great point. I think there was also so much just engineering as a part of that. Like for instance, to take a picture of a black hole, you need a huge telescope. And what they did was they took telescopes in all parts of the world and like stitched them together to make a giant telescope for so that was just really cool. I think that was probably one of the greatest engineering feats
Yeah.
recently.
And also like
Yeah.
JWST, like the data that we get from it or the data that we get from the other one, Hubble. Um, all of this is being processed by someone and being like turned into visuals. All of that is, you know, physics and science coming together, and all of these beautiful pictures, all of the
Yeah, no, that's
information we get. Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I feel like that's like James Webb is like a really cool example and everybody loves the photos from it. So, woohoo!
Yeah.
Go physics, go
Yeah, we got
go engineering.
desktop wallpaper backgrounds for like days.
No, exactly. Actually, my iPad background is the Carina Nebula taken by the James Webb Space Telescope. It's the one that looks like a wave. It's like orange
Hmm.
and blue.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, I Pillars of Creation. Is there? Am I wrong?
No, no, no.
Oh,
It's like this
okay.
other one.
Okay.
I can maybe pull it up
Oh
somehow,
no, I know
but
what you're talking about. It's half orange, half blue.
uh
But for some
yeah,
reason,
yeah,
it's reminding me of Pillars of
yeah,
which
they
yeah.
look similar.
Okay. Yeah. No, I really 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 like watching Cosmos. Just the whole part of like our cosmic address. I think that's episode 1. I'm going way into details into, but just like telling someone who's a kid or maybe someone who is not interested in astrophysics, just telling them about where you are in the universe sometimes can be really mind blowing. So even if you don't go far into science and just knowing where you are,
Mhm.
really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's super duper cool. Ah, space. I love space.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, before we get started, there is one announcement that I wanted to make for the Orbeez, which is the Syzygy fandom group. We were calling ourselves Orbeez actually because the original fan name was Orbitals.
Hmm.
And just thought it'd be cute to be Orbeez. Wait, CL, does your group have like a fandom name as well? Or no? Oh, oh,
Yeah. I haven't even thought
we're
about
gonna
it.
brainstorm. Yeah,
Hmm.
we can brainstorm something.
Sure. You do your announcement first and see how it goes.
First off, chat is saying physics is also responsible for bringing you crashing back down to reality when they tell you that the vast majority we see no longer exists as we see it. I mean, I think it's not that the universe no longer exists, but it's more like we don't know so much about the universe. For instance, the matter that we can see, touch, interact with is just a mere 5% of the total universe's composition. Everything else, we have no idea what it's made out of or how it interacts. So, yeah. And yes, class,
Took me a
please use a
second to
brainstorm skill.
process that. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's so mysterious. Okay, quick announcement. First off, you guys should help brainstorm CL's new fan name. Second off, tomorrow I will be doing a lecture on the active sun. So, why is the sun so active recently? What are recent research doing to model the sun? How does the sun work? How does the solar cycle work? All these questions and more. And you can submit questions to me live during this live lecture format. So that will be tomorrow. I believe I'm aiming for like 10 a.m. PST. It will probably only go for about an hour, so you have to be there. Um, Another announcement is that stream tomorrow will likely be my last stream for about a week. I am actually going on a business trip, so I will be out of town and not able to stream. And then I will return for 1 week, and then I will be gone for another week for Thanksgiving. So the schedule for the next few weeks will be very crazy, but I hope to see you guys at the Sunday stream tomorrow, and we'll have more lecture style streams coming up shortly too. Okay, that's all for announcements.
Wow.
I don't know if CL if you got any.
So I I recently saw some a video of thing that where the sun
Mhm.
out. I don't know. It was on Reddit. I don't know if you saw it.
Mhm.
Those are scary. Oh.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that exact post, but like recently the sun has been really, really, really active. Um,
Mm,
and that's basically just like plasma like shooting out at us,
mm,
and Earth's magnetic field like magically shielding us from immense amounts of plasma and radiation.
yeah. Someone in chat is saying, aren't we overdue to a wipeout, solar flare wipeout of computers?
Oh, the Carrington events. Yes, so our last Carrington event was 1859, and that was like a huge solar wipeout when basically like back then the technology wasn't as good, but it was to the point where like telegraph stations were like catching on fire, like people weren't able to communicate for weeks. It was an absolute disaster, but that was a huge solar storm. Now those happen every once in 100 to 1000 years, so we don't know when the next one will be, but maybe it'll be very soon. We are currently in solar maximum, so if it were to happen in the next 10 years, it would be now. Yes, and my chat is also saying, yes, it's already affecting a lot of satellites. There was a radio blackout a few days ago, from what I recall. Um, yeah, no, it's been really intense recently, but it's all just part of the sun's cycle. Like, this is natural for the sun. So, yeah, nothing to be like incredibly alarmed about.
Yeah. Like I guess it's not related, but one thing about the climate change is that uh is life going to not really, but maybe, of course. What it's whatever we want it to be. Um um sorry. So yeah, one thing about like the Earth and the solar system relating it to climate change is that Earth is going to be okay because it's been through many changes, but we're not used to it. So we are the ones that problem with it. You know? So yeah, for some reason, you talking about the cycle of the sun um, made me think of changes that Earth has been through. Um, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, no, no. I mean, it's right now is a really interesting time. And maybe you'll get to see some aurora borealises,
I'm too far in
depending
the
on how you
middle.
are. Oh, really? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really depends on how high up you are, but I know some people in like London or like near Canada or even like in the northeast, like near the Great Lakes, have been able to see aurora borealises, which is crazy to me. So
Yeah.
hopefully soon.
I've been jealous.
Unfortunately, my business trip means that I'm going more. I am not going up north, so I'm still unable to see any aurora borealises.
Maybe you could
But
go
one
all the way
day,
south.
away from the solar storms. All
Wow, this is really
right, do you want to get
interesting.
started?
Yeah.
on LeetCode?
We can try. We
Here,
can
let me.
try. See if you can
You
get
can
me
try.
away from asking you more.
No, I love your questions. I feel like it's so interesting that there's been a growing niche of science VTubers. When I first started, I was actually really scared because I thought that there was nothing like that.
Yeah, but you'd be surprised how many cool people there are that wanna share their interest without having to share their face.
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel like this is a really great way of doing that. I feel like that was sort of what I thought when I started as
Yeah,
well.
I've been taking advantage of like those streams because I have a really hard time like sitting down and studying, but doing that on stream has been like my solution to me not um you know not doing it by myself. So it's like an accountability thing for me, but for you it's like a teaching thing, which is really cool. Like your short videos, your even longer videos, because it feels like you're enthusiastically sharing something that I didn't know about. For me, it's like I want to learn with you. You're like, here, let me tell about this cool thing.
Oh, wait, thank you so much for the kind words. I mean, I also really have been getting into like study with me streams just because I just love like working together with the
Mm.
audience. So, yeah, I feel like I have sort of become a mixture of both now. But
Mm.
yes, thank you so much for the kind words. I feel like your content is also so, so, so cool. I mean, that's how I came across your channel in the first place, right? So,
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay, let's focus. Where do we start? Where
Okay.
do you want to start?
I just pulled up the first one on our list, which was the best time to buy and sell stock.
So here we are. Yeah. So chat, help us cheat as much as you can. I mean it's not really cheating. But let's do this together. We
Yeah, and for context,
yeah.
we both prefer Python. So,
Yes, we do. I think it's C plus plus by default. Thank you for telling me.
yeah,
I need.
I actually do know a bit of C++, but I have to say, like, Python's like my native language, and then C++ is like, I'm a beginner.
Hmm.
Uh,
It's like when you live in a country that has multiple languages. You're like, I know the language, but it's not the thing that I use for every day. Yeah,
yeah.
because I live in a country that's like that. I don't speak the main language of the country, but I know it. I know of it. Anyway.
Yeah, no, no, that's exactly how I feel with C++. Chai is asking, are you going to solve this problem with Kadane's algorithm? Okay, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I do know about Kadane's algorithm. I kind of use it for like the maximum subarray problem, but I think we're going to just try not to use like those
Fancy.
kinds of existing algorithms unless we can sort of derive it on our own. I think Kadane's algorithm is very helpful in many cases, but I think we're just gonna probably play around and build something.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. I also don't expect to remember every cool uh looking code, so I'm just gonna write as like normal looking code as I can.
Yes.
So should we start reading it?
Yeah, sure. You can read it.
Okay, I'll start and see if I need your help. So it's I guess it's problem number 1. Best time to
Mhm.
buy and sell stock. Okay. You are given an array of prices where price I is the price of a given stock on the ith day. So like if it's price okay, so saying ith day meaning it doesn't start from 0 because we don't have day 0. Okay? It's day 1 to day
Mhm.
30 if it's a month. Anyway, let's not come
Mhm.
you want to maximize your profit by choosing a single day to buy one stock, choosing a different day in the future to sell that stock. Okay. So, we have a list of
Mhm.
prices and It's the price of that stock on that day based on its index. And your idea is to buy it and sell it. Um, oh, sorry. um, so the idea is to buy and sell it, buy it when it's the lowest and sell it when it's the highest. But you cannot go to the future. You have to like go day by day. So if you can't buy it in the future and then sell it in the what I'm saying. Okay. Return the maximum profit you can achieve from this transaction. If you cannot achieve any, you can return 0. Okay. So if there is no profit, try not to like lose. Okay. So can you
Basic.
yeah, can you read the example one? I read the
Yeah. So it looks like the first example, we have prices 715364, and the output is 5 because the way to maximize profit is we buy on day 2 and sell on day 5, where the
okay.
price is 6 and the profit is
Oh,
6 minus 1 equals 5. Yeah.
I thought
And
it's
then for the
index 3 because the sorry.
huh?
No, it's index 5. I thought it's value 5, which is index 3, but no, it's index 5, which is value 6, which is what you just
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. And the second example, the prices are decreasing. And in that case, no transactions are done and the max profit is equal to 0. Okay. So let's first maybe talk through this.
Sure.
I'm thinking that there's a way to like iterate through each of the different places that we can buy and determine like iteratively if there is a profit that is greater than the other. Like so basically like we calculate what the profit is,
Hmm.
and if the profit is greater than the previously stored profit, then we would
Mm,
update that.
okay.
Mhm.
So we go loop through the values. We take the first one, like we're buying this, and then we check for profit for every other value, and then we do it each one. Or because you talked about the profit, but also what we choose to buy. Um,
Yeah. I
or is
I
that
think
not
what
a
I'm gonna
thing?
do, well, I was going to set the so I was going to set a variable
Hmm.
which defines what we're going to buy. And one thing I'm noticing is if the value is less than buy, we need to like skip over it.
Hmm.
Otherwise, we would need to find the one where it's greater. Um, okay, the first thing I'm going to do though is just set the variables. So we're going to set initialize buy and profit.
Okay.
So we know that buy must be the very first value in the array. Price is 0. Okay. And then profit is 0. So we set buy as the first value in the array, and then we set profit is equal to 0.
Oh, cool.
Um, and then
So we
what I think we should
initialize
do,
it by default.
yeah, I think what we should do is then,
Start a for loop
hold up.
from the second the index.
Yeah, yes. So iterate through prices starting at the second, oh, well, index 1, sure. Um, so for I in range 1 to length the prices. Now, I think if the value in prices is less than buy, we need to update buy. So we maximize profit when we minimize buy and we maximize the value at which we calculate the profit. So, I think we can do,
We need to like check do ifs, right? So
yeah.
right now profit is 0, and um we need to calculate. So we have the first one, do we calculate and then check, or do we check? Because like we say if,
Mhm.
because most of the time you calculate for what are it called? Like cases where you return wrong things. For example, you say if the price, I guess we need to for loop. Yeah. Okay. Got it. I forgot that we are in a for loop. So we say if the price of, I guess, I minus what we have bought is like less than zero, then I guess continue, right? Else,
Yeah.
oh, do we say if it's bigger, buy it, or do we bigger should
So I
it's
said that we update by when it is when the current value and prices that we're looking at is less than our current buy. So
mm, mm, mm,
basically I'm updating by to be like the lowest, almost like the lowest value, I guess.
mhm.
Um
It's
so
less than buy, then you wake
yeah,
someone
and
up.
thank you. No, thank you, Teleshore, for subscribing. I just got like a new notification, so I got jump scared.
Oh, I thought it was Siri. We update buy if price is less
We
than
update
buy.
by, yeah, and then we need to maximize the profit.
So
So maximize the profit means we need to compare if profit, okay, hold up. If our current value for profit is less than what we determine the new profit to be, which is prices index I minus buy.
mhm. So do we set profit somewhere? Because right now my profit is zero. Or do we check and
We
set it?
check and then set. The issue with this though is I feel like we somehow, because if we update buy to be the lowest and then we maximize the profit, so we set profit is equal to prices index I minus buy. Um, and then I guess over time we just return profit. I'm a little lost on this. Let me think. Because we have two if statements inside
Yeah,
of our
one loop. Do we do a double loop? I
I just
don't
did
know if that's a
one
good
loop.
thing. Hmm.
I just did one loop. Um,
My lecturers have uh that is, but um like at like in class I've been so drilled into not to have multiple loops. I'm trying to stay away from them. So can I don't know if I can cheat my way out of this. I want to cheat my way out of it in a way where I choose a really silly answer, and if it works, then I can, like, can we just say give me min value and then go with it? I don't know. I don't think that's a good idea, but
well, you
um
could do min value, but
yeah,
like, what if?
it's at the
But
end.
what if? Yeah, at the end,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, we don't know our
There's
list.
probably a way
So
to do min value and then but then you would have to iterate anyways because you would have to find. Yeah, nested loops are fun, but it would be kind of challenging. Here, I have something written up. I might just run it and just see what I get. I don't think it's right.
okay.
Okay. Actually, update. It did both test cases.
Oh, okay. Let me try to write then. If want what we have bought minus the current thing that we're looping. Yeah, okay. You tell me. Like, I want to write it the way we discussed it, but without looking at your code. You're saying your tests are working. Is it giving you any feedback?
No, it just says that the test cases were accepted, but I'm a little suspicious because when you click the submit button, it does like the whole ton of test cases, right? So I don't know if it goes through, I don't know if it'll satisfy all the test cases. I'm a little uncertain because I set update by to be the lowest and maximize profit as like two separate things
Hmm.
inside the for loop. I have a feeling that they need to be connected in some way, but
Hmm.
oh, I've not been checking my chat. I really need to adjust my programming skill. Well, LeetCode does help. I don't understand how people start learning coding. I want to get into it, but I never know where to begin or how to progress. I have to admit that like coding does sometimes feel like it has a high barrier to entry. For starters, like I started with like at like Khan Academy's like JavaScript course. I don't remember most of it, but that was sort of like my way of like starting to think like a programmer. Even like when I was younger, like I don't know if you had like Scratch or something. It's like the thing where you can like drag and drop the blocks. Like it seems a little like childish, but it's actually a really great way to like think about like how do for loops work? How do while loops work? Like sort of thinking about like some of these like broader programming ideas. I think like for Python, I think for me like what really helped me solidify my skills in Python is I did this like project when I was younger. Um it was just like on exoplanets that I was like really interested on. And that was sort of like my like sandbox to play around and like build whatever I wanted and learn in my own time. Scratch is awesome. Yes, it is very perfect for beginners. Yeah, I think the Ox 539 is also saying adding modify mechanics in a game that supported Lua scripting. Yeah, I think a lot of the learning doesn't really come from courses or from like college, even though it does help. It definitely does help, but like there are so many ways to like explore in your own time and like sort of tinker because I think a lot of the learning comes from like tinkering and playing around with things on your own, not necessarily in like a classroom setting. So that's just my take on that.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
I guess one tiny advice that I can give you is whatever course you start, like, don't start it, go through it at least half of it, and then see if you want to do something else. Because sometimes what you see is like um you see a video about this course, and I'm saying there are way too many free courses. You don't have to. It can be even just a YouTube playlist, like something from Free Code Camp, which I love them by the way. Um, I don't know if you know
Yeah.
about it. Um,
Mhm. Yeah,
yeah,
no, they're so cool.
yeah. They even give you certificates. I think everything is for free there. So you may see way too many shiny things and feel like you jumping from one thing to the other. That won't help. And then you just repeat the same thing you've learned, which is the beginning. And then you
Mhm.
might get discouraged. So when you start, try to choose one thing, whatever it is, it's going to be at least a bit useful, you know?
Mhm.
So that's one advice that I try to listen to, even myself, because I'm learning ML. So yeah.
Yeah, I think another good thing to know is like we are all learning. Like everybody is still learning. Like you should never feel like you're behind the game or you're starting too late because everybody is in the process of learning. And I think also one thing that I want to do with my channel is like learn things together, like learning MATLAB together or like learning machine learning together because I think that would be sort of it's sort of a way to like have the flexibility in asking questions and also feeling comfortable with asking questions. So, yeah. Anywho, that was a bit of a tangent, but I hope that helps. Um,
So
I think,
I
yeah.
need someone to help me cheat here. I'm trying to write a, what is this called? Is it, there's the inline four that you can write. Um, and I guess I can write a normal for loop, but for some reason I want to do this one. Someone in chat is saying that you assume you buy at every position. But that would that work? And then find the optimal sell point. My problem with this, actually, now that I think about it, which I is um do you buy from the previous position and then you sell at hmm. Hmm. I don't
Well,
even
the
know
thing
what
is,
question I'm asking. Help.
you could technically iterate through all of the different ways to buy. I just think that it would be better to update. You could technically see like every single possible combination and determine like what maximizes it. What I did instead was I determined what are the lowest values that you can buy from
Hmm.
and then calculate the profit to every single value. So it's instead of looking at every single value's buy, I'm looking at pretty much every single value for sell.
Okay. But actually, I need your help with this one. When you calculate
Mhm.
profit and then you say if profit is more than zero, what do you update? Do you just say this is the
Oh,
index
wait,
here?
no. I mean, for maximizing profit, I did if profit is less than prices index I um minus buy. So it's basically comparing like what would the profit be if we sold at this current position
Hmm.
and would it be greater than the profit that we have last stored?
Okay. So we check for profit if then update it with this. Okay, got it. My problem is that I was updating profit. And then when do we return? We have to return an
I just said return profit at the very end.
update.
Because it should store the greatest profit that we've seen in the
But
for loop.
but isn't it supposed to be the index? For me, profit right now is the value.
Yeah, yeah, it should no, you're supposed to return the maximum profit.
Huh? Really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay. See the example yeah, because okay. Let me
Okay,
try
I'm
and
gonna
see if I
try
can copy it.
submitting this. I'm a little suspicious about this if statement here, but okay, wait.
I got an error.
Okay.
Uh, sorry.
Oh no.
No, my error is that I updated a name that I shouldn't have. Continue.
Oh, okay. Mine was accepted, but the efficiency is it's there. It's 77%, which is not bad. Sure.
Okay. I had a
Wait,
problem
the
with
Ox 539 says
hmm?
the Ox 539 says I don't think this is possible with just one loop. Well, I think you could technically do it with two loops. One that iterates through the the buy values and then one that iterates through the sell values.
Hmm.
But I just thought it was easiest to just update buy to be the lowest and maximize the profit. So basically, I'm adjusting what the sell value is. So I'm kind of doing both in one loop.
Okay, same. So someone told me that I'm using the wrong. Yep, there we go. Sorry. I was using the wrong. If the like the sign of bigger and then less than. I was using the wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wait,
And
no!
then I fixed it. Now it accepted mine as well. I'm guessing we chose the same. We basically
Yeah,
together. Let
yeah,
me see if I can
yeah.
submit it. I yours was 70 something.
Yeah, 70 something. I think it's because Python. I mean, I guess this is a comparison of all the programming languages, I assume. So if you use C++, it would probably run faster. Um,
Um, why is mine
huh?
telling me that it beats 90%? That's not right. I
D?
okay. Do I have a better computer? What's happening?
Whoa, that's cool. That's cool.
We
Maybe
literally
you just
did the
iterated
same
better than I
thing.
did.
Okay, look, I don't know if you have access to it, but I'm gonna send it to you right now. And tell me if it's different from your
Yeah,
code,
chat says that LeetCode's performance estimate is wildly different.
right?
Wait, this is the exact same thing. We wrote the exact same thing, I
Okay.
think.
Yeah, because we even I named it after the things you were saying. That's so cruel. Can you submit it again?
Maybe. This is so odd.
Does it mean I
Wait,
have a
now it
better
says
computer?
5%. Maybe. I mean, my computer definitely is heating up due to OBS. I can hear the fan already.
Wow. You know what? I'm not gonna update anything. I got 90%.
Let's go. Well, we just did our first leak code, which is great.
I don't think I've ever done any, so I'm proud of myself. Those problems really scare me.
Really?
Hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow. No, I remember being in a leak code grinding phase.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe it's a thing in the US more so.
100%. Cause yeah, like I guess when I got my first job was right out of college, so they don't really expect much, and I interned there. So
I see, I see.
yeah, there wasn't a rigorous process. It was mostly you will get to be under um like like you are there temporarily for like a month or something, and if we're happy with you, we'll continue. If not, which I like that more. But that's my second job was not like that. It had a technical interview. It had a face to face. Well, not face to face. It was COVID times, but still. So yeah, uh, jobs are different. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Hmm.
I mean, I feel like it was definitely different. And I think also like the 1 month thing you described, I don't know if that's even a thing in the US. I mean, we have like return offers and stuff like that, but I think that's a little different.
I guess
So,
interning is
yeah.
something that you get to be a part of the group, and then if they like you, you get to go back, right?
Mhm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like a return offer. Yeah. Some people are saying I've been using a similar website called Exorcism. I used LeetCode, and there's also this website called NeatCode, which basically like points you to like the most important slash like common
Hmm.
LeetCode exercises, which has been really great. Um,
I don't know
yeah.
why I really like watching those YouTube videos where someone does multiple, like they take like, I did a month of lead code problems. So I think um, Z's chat or B's encourage her to make a video of your experience, like just like what you learned from doing your lead code phase. How did it go?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, that would be a really cool video. I have to admit though, I did a lot of LeetCode, but I have not done I mean, I know some of my friends who are trying to be like software engineers or like work for like FANG, like, like Amazon,
Hmm.
Google, like all those places. And there are people who spend their whole summers just doing LeetCode.
Wow.
So I have to say my experience is definitely nothing compared to that. Um, but I can definitely give you some of the tips of the trade that I've experienced just by doing a bit of leak code or from what I've heard from my software engineering friends. Um,
Okay, it can be a short. It
so
doesn't
yeah,
have to be a full video.
yeah,
It'll
yeah,
still be interesting.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
what is Clash of?
Clash of Code. I've never heard of
Is it
that.
a website or is it? I really like coding. There used to be
Ooh.
one called Hashcode. It's like a
Mhm.
yeah, but then it was a Google coding competition. Then they closed it down.
I see. Do you do a lot of like hackathons?
I The thing is, I like signing up to them. I haven't done a lot, but I like the idea. And my goal when I sign up to them is like I'm okay if I get zero. I just want to learn the how it is because there's like just signing up for Google Hashcode when I first did, and then yeah, um, like one of my first videos is about me explaining how I'm solving and that it's not magic and yeah. So that's the reason I started this channel. Like I wanted to share
Hmm.
that coding competitions and I guess hackathons aren't for like the 1% of people who get like top. You can just do it for fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually heard of a lot of people who learn from hackathons. Or the hackathons have like learning packages where you can learn how to get more familiar with like Python and Git and like all these other softwares. So, yeah, I think it's a great way to learn as well.
I guess Clash of gamified coding round against other people. You have like 15 minutes to solve it. Wow, that must be
Mhm.
interesting.
Yeah.
So question before we go to the next one. How much
Yeah.
time do you have?
Maybe like 40-ish minutes. We should
Oh,
wrap things
okay.
up in like half an
Okay,
hour-ish.
got it.
So for context, I do have a meeting, so unfortunately this can't go on for too long. But yes, let's go on to the next
We
exercise.
can't stream for 24 hours. We're sorry.
Yes.
Next time.
Next time, next time.
Inshallah. Okay. Um, yeah.
All right, next one. I think we're gonna do the valid palindrome one next.
Okay. You started with the reading time.
Um, okay. A phrase is a palindrome if after converting all uppercase letters into lowercase letters and removing all non-alphanumeric characters, it reads the same forwards and backwards. Alphanumeric characters include letters and numbers. Given a string S, return true if it is a palindrome or false otherwise. And then
Okay.
you can read the examples.
Yeah, that felt like 1.5 speed. You're a fast reader.
I
Um,
am, I am.
okay. I'm gonna request you doing audiobooks for me. Okay. Example one. Um, an input where S is a man, a plane, L, yes, dot dot, Panama. And true? It's it's a palindrome?
Yeah. Yeah, because if you
Whoa.
read it like one way or another, it's the same.
So, okay, what I notice here is that they have removed punctuation and they have ignored capitalized letters. Because if you don't, it will probably not recognize if you does this
Yeah.
equal that. So we should do that. I guess we should even remove space. Okay.
Yeah.
So an explanation is the reason why it's from. Example two is the same, but this time it's a race car, which oh, it's not. It looks like it though. Okay, yeah. And if we get an empty, I guess, string, um, it's the same forwards and backwards as well. So even if we get an empty string, it should we get an output of true, which we can actually just have a case for this. Say if it's an empty, return true. Do that. We can
Yeah.
like right
So
now.
we need to remove capitalization, remove non-alphanumeric letters, and empty is okay. So for context, I actually have done this problem before, so
Mm.
I sort of already do know the solution. The solution is like in Python, you can actually reverse a string by just negative indexing it. So by doing like,
Hey.
yeah, so I can even like type it up, but it's like here, I'll send it to you via Discord and I'll also type it up on my screen. It's
Okay.
like if you have for a string S, you can actually reverse it by just doing S is
Oh.
um so yeah, so there's a lot of like things that are going on in this statement. So there's you notice that there's two colons and then there's a value in the last one. So this first space here, like I'll do a mini lecture. So this first space here that I've written the X's in, this represents the starting index. So you can have that be like 2 and then the array would start from 2. In our case, we want to keep the full string. This represents the ending index. and we want to keep the full string. So we leave both of those empty. And this -1 represents that we are iterating through the array backwards. So it basically means that we're reversing the string. Um, so that's one way of doing it, but we have to remove the
Yes.
capitalization and the non-alphanumeric letters,
Mhm.
which is there does Python have like a two lowercase function Python? Here, I'm gonna quickly Google this.
Okay. Because I don't,
Python string lower method. Okay, so
so when I was trying to prep, I mean, when I was trying to prep, one solution that I saw for the palindrome is um not your way. Was actually you split in the middle and then you loop like for example if you have string of 10, you start let's say
hmm?
from 5 and you say right side go back, left side go forward, and then you continuously compare them, and then if you get a false you just return for false and that's it, it's not a palindrome. But if not, then it's a palindrome. So that's also a way that I saw that I like.
Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a way you can do this like recursively too, where you like in it. I guess this one involves C++, and I've totally forgotten how to do this, but you can like recursively go through like both. You're right, like you basically like step through both sides and make sure that they're the same value. Um,
But like you cut it in
you-
half, which is better than going through the whole thing the right way and then going from end to the, that makes
mhm.
sense. Yeah, like from
Yeah.
A to Z, Z to A. No, you just start from the middle and then you compare.
Oh, from the middle. Interesting.
First half and then second half, which cuts the time in half.
Wow.
Yeah, should
No,
do
that's
that.
smart. That's smart. Yeah, that's really efficient.
So do we have, like you said, or did we?
There's lower and then there's is alpha that would remove
Okay, dot lower.
numeric.
That should, that's a built-in. Okay, we can do that.
Yeah.
Say, um, then that's that. But also removing the empty string. I'm gonna, I have a case. I wrote a case where I'm saying if S is just one empty string of, not an empty string, sorry. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay. If it's empty string, then return true. So we need that case
Yeah.
as well. I don't know if it will work for um, the reverse that
Yeah.
we have, but also now we need one where we remove space. Need to do that. So
Yeah, I'm
no,
a little uncertain on how to do. Yeah.
there's a thing called substring, but is it like um substring?
That's not lower. Yeah, I actually tried running this and yeah,
Oh
I
no,
think
sorry. Continue.
is
Yeah.
is alpha only works per character. So what you would need to do is iterate through the string.
Wait, didn't you use lower? Dot lower?
Yeah, but you would need to also check that it's a letter, no?
Do you expect to get, so we remove punctuation, we remove um space, and then we say dot lower. Doesn't that work? You want to check if
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, but what if it's a number?
you're trying to check for edge cases.
Yeah, I think you would have to somehow like join the two. So you would have to iterate through uh for I. I don't know if this is the most efficient. Ah!
Ooh, sorry. What happened?
Yeah, wait, go ahead. I am facing bugs. Hold up. Is alpha Python. Let me get the exact function name.
Okay, Abdul. Okay, so it says you can even start from each ends and then reach the middle. There's a function that I want. It's not substring. It's called the thing where you replace. It's called replace. Okay, yeah. So we have uh, s- ooh, by the way, really like double schools. That takes me back.
Oh, yeah. No, W3 schools is so helpful. Oof, okay. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. A man, a plan, a canal, Panama. Output is false. Expected is true. What?
I'm gonna Google how to remove.
DD out. Output false. Expected is equal to true. Hmm.
I love that, Isham. We're thinking we just disconnect and mutter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're just like talking on our own. Um, yeah, I'm getting this issue where the strings are equal now, but they're not. Maybe I'm not cleaning the spaces properly. Does
Ooh.
is
Sorry.
alpha remove spaces?
So here's what I'm using for removing space. S dot replace space to not space. You know what that means? So do you want to do that?
Yeah, I might do that.
I-
Oh, like replace space as just this. Hold up. Let me get the exact Python documentation. I'm pretty sure there's a more efficient way of doing this.
But for creation, someone is suggesting regex, which is great.
I'm so confused as to why. For me, I'm getting that the printed string is the same, but it's just saying that they're not equal.
Mm,
Hmm. Yeah, sure. It's a little odd because
so are you not sharing?
huh?
Are you showing the code?
Oh,
Sharing the
wait,
screen?
sorry. It's a little hard to see. Yeah, yeah. Here, let me open this box a little more. So
See
I
it.
am
It's this see it?
what? Uh-oh.
You see your
Wait, let me quickly go and check.
chat.
Let
I
me
see you. I see me.
Yeah,
And
I
looking
see it
lovely.
on the screen. Yeah.
By the way, chat, I looked 2D there. I'm mostly 3D. Mostly.
Yes. Hmm. I wonder what's going on here
Can people see your screen?
because the string is the same. I don't know why the output is false. How to check if two strings are equal in Python? I think it's just double equals, no? Yeah.
Yes. What is your, oh, yeah. I don't know. You're gonna, you
You
can,
can import.
because I'm importing
Oh, wait, what if it's just a space?
So, because you use the replace, it should be gone.
Oh, you also have to replace the spaces from here, I think.
So I'm gonna test it. I don't know if I have. Bismillah.
Oh. Okay, I just realized my issue. So,
Uh-oh, error. Can't import. Oh, Oh shoot! It's C++. Stuff. Ugh,
Oh no.
God, been writing. I'm like, huh? When I press enter, it doesn't do the it doesn't give me the normal spaces that it should. Why is that? Who knows? Okay.
Um, S dot. There's an easier way to do this.
Okay. So where are you stuck? Talk to me.
I definitely think that there is a way to, if I does is,
Oh, so I'm using your S equals S the colon minus one. This is the F that I'm using. I don't know if that's what I'm.
uh,
Why
there was a
is
way to do this. You're not cleaning the input. Yeah, no, that I realized that was the issue. I could copy and paste the same for loop twice, but there's probably like a more efficient way of doing this.
you have a for loop?
Yeah, I do. Because I'm iterating through each of the
Something. So
how do you use the join? Okay. Join. I think you can use the join function to try to combine everything together. Oh, this is a little risky. Okay.
I'm gonna refresh this.
Clean.
For some reason, it doesn't recognize the trues and false that I have. That makes sense.
The trues and oh, do you use capital true, maybe?
No, I'm using Python 3. Matter.
I don't think so. I'm more comfortable with the original Python, so I've just left it like that. Okay. Let me just std out both of these. Yeah, I'm just using the join function.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Okay, wait, I think it worked. Okay, yeah, you have to clean both the input and the output. You can't just clean one or the other. Because if you use the join function, you can combine all of the characters of the you can combine all of the characters together.
Okay. So, hmm.
So what I did was there's probably a way to like spread this out, but you can basically add every single character that is cleaned and lowercase and
Hmm?
that there's no space.
Hmm?
And so I basically went through each of the characters and then joined them together. And I did that for both strings. And then I compared the
Why do
two.
you have to?
Oh, one of them's for the input, and then one of them is for the original. Well, I guess actually, yeah, you're right. What happens if I just do cleaned S is equal to
Thank you, Coffee, for telling me that my T needed to be capital. Or true. Yes, it did. Okay.
and then actually you could just do this in one basically two lines where you do that. Hopefully that works. Hopefully I didn't break everything. Yeah, you only need to clean the original. And then once you do that, you can actually return um
Mhm.
the and check if the reversed one.
I think that's
So,
what I'm doing, but okay, I pressed test and it accepted. I'm gonna cry now.
yeah.
Okay.
Hold up, I gotta submit mine. I haven't even submitted it.
Okay, I also haven't submitted it. Do you want to press submit
Uh-oh.
at the same time? What happened?
Wait, one of them didn't work. What is this? 0p output is true.
Are you doing the test cases or are you doing the final
I just need this full submission.
final submit?
Yeah, so I guess numbers. Oh, numbers is okay. Okay, hold up. Let me see if
Wrong
there's is
answer. Eight, eight. I got a wrong answer.
yeah, you also have to do dot is numeric. That seems to be the right function. So you also have to do this one. Here, let me because apparently numbers are okay. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, once you fix that, that should work.
Hmm. I'm not checking for underscore and stuff. Um, I should remove them for some reason, but I will. But I guess you did the
If you
alpha
do,
thing.
yeah, that just extracts the letters, and then you also have to do like or is numeric because then you can extract the numbers as well. Hello, Nebulous 123. We are
Okay.
amidst the leet code grind.
Okay. So I guess I'm gonna try to run my code and check for something, which is oh I can. Okay. I thought I could debug it, but I expected it's false, but it expects true. You know what? I'm gonna be just so lazy. Sorry. Just need to pass. Okay. Um, I'm doing something which is wrong. Kids don't do this at home. Um,
What?
I'm I'm checking for I'm checking for one of the things that I got as wrong was there was an underscore. And I just
Oh,
added one line of code that says replace underscore with nothing, and then now it accepted my answer. There.
accepted. You're
Yes.
good.
um
I just need to pass as me right now too. Uh,
so sometimes you just need to like do the bare bones. Oh, you sent me your code. I'm good. I think. But
yeah.
thank you for the um
Mhm.
reverse thing. Ooh.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
That's really useful.
Wow. Join.
Oh, you did like this really cool import re thing. I've actually never seen that.
That's a regular, and it just
Oh.
returns the I guess it's the first line. Says remove everything that's not string. I think, but for some reason it was
Oh.
not. It was not the yeah, the word and string. See the W and the S. I think that's what they stand
Mhm.
for. And then the umbrella looking thing is the not.
Wait, that's
So
cool.
yeah, I like regular expression, but for some reason, it underscore was not going. It was I don't know, like passing through. Shouldn't have. So I just added it. See or is
Yeah, I just like I just use like string like manipulation,
hmm.
um, so without the like RE thing you were talking about. Um, but I think both of these work, so woohoo.
Yay! Thank you. This
Yay.
is really fun. Like the fact that we're working together and with each other. It's like a individual group project where we are learning things like together. I really like this. I think we have like 10 to 15 minutes. Do you think we can do the next thing?
Yeah, wait, sorry, my microphone just disconnected, but I think I should be fine now. Yes. Which one do you want to do? I think we had valid parentheses.
Hmm.
Yeah, sorry, my chat saying my microphone died. Yeah, no, it's okay now. I just accidentally knocked it over. Valid parentheses or top K frequent elements.
Hmm.
Mm.
I think valid parentheses might be easier, but I don't know, like, based on how much I have. Which one do you think would be and faster?
I mean, top K is a leak code medium, and then top valid parentheses is a leak code easy.
Okay. You could also like ask chat which one they like to yes struggle.
Yeah.
Have
Here,
you
here,
have
here.
you
Let's
ever
let's.
made a poll?
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna ask which leet parentheses or top K.
Now I can see your screen.
Oh yeah. I don't know why that was glitching out.
We match.
Okay. The
Oh my
masses are
god.
voting.
Sorry, but I just realized that you use like a day theme and I use a night theme.
Oh, wait. Well, it's probably because so this is of course like not my personal LeetCode account because I don't want to dox myself. Um okay, on my
Same
actual
here.
LeetCode account, I use dark mode, but I created this account like this morning just for this stream.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. You're trying to prove that you're cool, but this is not working. Using light mode? No.
no, I think right now it should be all right, hopefully, but
Okay. So top case. Sort of.
it's
Yeah,
like
it
a really
does.
easy split actually, but for my group right now.
Okay, go and vote. ZZ.
Mm. I feel like top. Okay. No. Light mode? Are you guys really that angry about me being light mode? Okay, this is like my okay. Here, let me. Okay, if you guys are so angry about me using light mode, I'll switch it. Appearance dark
You've
mode.
seen that
Okay.
meme of the guy with the light in their face. And this is how I feel. Um says me
Okay, it's
with
fixed.
a extremely white icon in like a profile picture.
Okay, I fixed it. Looks like for me it's 70% parentheses.
Woohoo! Did I
Let's just do
vote to like bias it? Who knows?
that. Maybe. Okay, I think we should do parentheses then, and that will be the last one.
4 minutes.
Woo! I actually no, I do love dark mode. I just forgot to switch it before the stream. Okay. Do you want to read the question?
Yes. Okay, I'll do that. So this is question 20 for I guess. A valid parentheses. Given a string S containing just the characters open parentheses, close parentheses, open curly braces, close curly braces, open bracket, close bracket. Yay, I know all the names. Determine if the input string is valid. Um, an input string is valid if open bracket must be closed by the same type. So if you have an open, the thing that comes next should be the closing of that. But open bracket must be closed in the correct order. So if we have a curly braces and then the next thing that comes is parentheses, then that's not right. And then the third one is every close bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. So if we have like open, 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 and then one close, then that's not corresponding, and they have to be the same shape as well. So that's the
Mhm.
question. Example, take it away.
Yeah, yeah.
Example.
So it looks like if you so the first example, if you have two parentheses like that, like with one open, one closed, then it's true. The second example, so it's different from the palindrome in that if you have closed parentheses like one after another, that's also true. Example 3
Mm.
is false because it doesn't have the ending, but example 4 is okay because it's nested. Hmm.
Okay.
This feels like a leak code medium, not gonna lie. This feels a little challenging. I don't know.
So actually, I did some prep for this one as well. That's why. Oh,
Okay.
Sherlock hands. So the thing that will help is using a stack. You say so you can actually we have I think like we have these three types of parentheses, so you can just check for this. um I remember thinking I could use a switch case, but I guess Python doesn't have a switch case, but you can just do if um and If it's an opening, you say add to the stack, or I guess append, or like, yeah, it's not add,
Oh,
it's
I
append.
see.
And then if
And then
it's,
you, uh-huh.
yeah, if it's the closing one, you say remove the opening because it's closed now, so we don't need it anymore. And if, yeah, that's the main idea. Um, if by the end of going through the string you don't have anything in the stack, then you're good because you closed everything. If something's yes, then there has to be a, you know.
Okay,
Um,
so we have to iterate through the characters. So for car in S, and if it's opening, we would add it to the stack. So okay, let's make a stack. I'm
yeah,
just gonna make that into a right. I guess I don't think Python has natural
I think
stacks.
you just create a normal,
Array.
yeah, array. Yeah,
Yeah, I just created a list.
I think
Okay, so
you
if
can say
it's
pop, but for add you say append. Like I was looking into that even before we talked today, because I wanted to see if there's a normal stack. There isn't. But you can use
so
pop,
if the
which means there
character
is.
is
Hmm.
oh really?
But you, yeah,
So if the
okay.
character is the opening parentheses, then we append it to the stack. Um, oop. And then if it's a closing, we need to remove from stack and check if correct parenthesis. So this is a closing. So and then sorry, I'm just speaking to myself.
Yeah, no, I'm
If it's
trying to
a closing
write an
one,
if. I don't know how to write it. Um,
mm,
screen. um,
yeah.
oh no. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we can use the same loop. Um, I normally encourage people who are sleepy can go to sleepless because struggle,
Yeah.
or you try to rest because oh, it's a Sunday, still the weekend, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will also need to get a lot of rest. This week is crazy for me since I will be flying out on a business trip. So I have so much shenanigans to do um before the week is over. Okay, so I'm basically saying if the character is the closing parentheses
Oh god.
and the stack is I'm just iterating through each of these. And then if it's not any of these, return false. Wait, you said that there's a pop function
Mm,
for arrays?
should be.
We have to make sure that it's all iterated through.
I think mine is right. I think I'm doing like way too manually. It's okay. That's how I understand it.
I'm gonna try just running a test case. Uh, hold up. Okay, index is out of range.
Hmm? Oh, you're using I?
Yeah, so, okay, wait, hold up. If it's equal to 0, that should be okay. Yeah, yeah, because or one case is if the stack is empty,
Mm.
but then we get a closing parentheses first. Oh my god, wait, I got totally annihilated by these test cases. Um, hold up. Hold up.
Can we look at the test cases before submitting?
Well, once you click run, I mean, if you got it incorrect, it shows you if you got it wrong. Mm, what is going on
Does
here?
it make sense for me to say if length is 0, right?
Of length of stack is 0. Yeah.
Mm.
Print stack. Let's see what's going on at the end.
Error.
Oh,
Ah,
it's not.
oh, wait. Pop didn't exist? Or is pop
Oof.
supposed to be an index and I'm giving it?
God, stack does not equal. Wait.
See.
Yeah, I mean, you could try just negative indexing, but
So you can append pop. I suppose you don't have to. That's not how it works, though. I guess you can't say.
stacked up pop. Okay, wait. I think this should. Um,
So mine worked for 3 cases.
mine only works for one. I think I just wait. If car in string Python, does that actually work?
So I'm not supposed.
Let me just make sure that I'm not losing my mind. Yes. Print stack. So what is this one? What? Stack is empty. Why is it empty?
I'm supposed to use index. I'm not using index. I'm using like a for each style loop.
Mhm.
Coffee, this is technically a stack, though. Chat.
Yeah. I just realized, wait, today's Sunday, then I realized that New Zealand is a day ahead. Yeah, time zones
Wow.
are weird. Actually, I feel like this morning time zone works well for our collab, though.
At a time. So
It's okay. Let's just wrap this up. Let's see. Print stack. Okay, car is equal to this, and stack. Why is the stack empty?
I think I don't have a return false. I think that's my problem. I have a return true, but I don't have a false. Nope.
Oh, wait, why am I?
Which case is returning correctly? My problem is case 3.
Let me quickly check. Oh, wait, mine just worked. I just indented something wrong. Um, let's see. Case 3. Which one's that one? So that's when
2
the
different style of cases. Mine is emptying the stack for now. So
um uh here, let me so did you make sure that you're popping the stack like within the else statement?
no, I created a different if for I tried doing else if for all of them, but then it.
Yeah, so I did if the character is in the opening parentheses,
Mm.
then I appended it to the stack. If it's not in the opening parentheses, then I check to make sure that the stack is correct. And then
We
if yeah.
okay. So I need to check if the stack has is not empty before I check if it's a closing parentheses or not, right? So I can't just.
Yeah.
I guess that's my problem. Okay.
Yeah, no, though that I did not get that the first time too.
And did you submit yours?
I haven't submitted it, but I just ran the general test cases.
Everything.
I will submit it now, actually. Please. Okay,
Uh,
okay, yes.
Case 3 is going to be the death of me.
Wait, what's going on with case 3?
It's two different styles, opening and closing, and for some reason my stack is it's popping. What?
You should make sure that you pop it after it returns false. So, how do I so you iterating through the characters.
Mm,
If the character is in the opening parentheses, you
mm,
append it to the stack.
yes.
Else, then you have to check if the stack's length is 0, or you have to check to make sure that the stack holds the correct opening parentheses.
Hey.
Yes, so I just did that with array indexing. So I said if so inside the else statement I did like if the length of the stack is equal to 0,
Mm.
or the character is the closing parentheses and the -1 index of the stack is not the right opening parentheses. And I did that for all of the 3 types of parentheses.
I did not get that. Cool.
And then I returned false if those were satisfied.
Okay.
And then afterwards, uh, stack dot pop, which would just pop the last value.
Yeah. No, there's definitely right. Gonna um I'm gonna leave me alone. You go and then I'll try to work on this. Because you have to go.
Oh yeah,
Like for real.
I do have to leave at around 10:30. But I don't mind also waiting to wrap things up. So
um so we get the sees it gets appended. And then goes back to the beginning. Then we have a closing parentheses. And then it checks if stack is not 0, is not. And then what I should do is check if the current value of the stack is like I should check the opening and then check for the closing.
Mhm.
How can I do that? Do I just say stack I?
I just did for each parenthesis type, I just did this here. I can just paste it too. If it's the character is the closing parentheses and the stack, the last index of the stack is the opening
Okay, so
parentheses.
how do I say last index of stack? This is what do I say
Oh,
minus?
-1. It's -1.
Okay,
Yeah.
works. Um, okay, so that's the thing that I'm missing. Checking for the last thing to be the corresponding. This I did not.
Mhm.
Okay, it's equal to. And it has to be an and.
Yeah.
And I am writing everything out line by line. Because normally, like, you see people solving this with one. I could never. Like, I need to see
Yeah,
my
no.
code.
I think there's just some people who like make it really, really efficient, but I mean, as long as it gets the job done. Efficiency matters in different contexts. Uh-oh.
It says invite stack. Um, so stack is -1
Or you can
What's wrong
combine,
with
oh,
me?
it's -1. Yeah.
I wrote 1 minus instead of -1.
Oh no. It's okay. It's like
Brain.
late in the evening for you, so you've my mind is still fresh.
Okay, everything worked now. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna
Oh.
wrong answer. Oh wow! If it's only um, one closing.
Mhm.
So if it's uh, would er, guess I'll need to have
Well, here. Let's see.
uh I want to go through it as if I'm that closing parenthesis and see where I end up.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to not to look at it. um
Oh no, I think I sent you the what I did for the character comparison. Oh no, no. I think I do that just I feel like commenting my code helps me stay organized.
oh so not okay.
So if you go as a singular closing parentheses.
For some reason, yes, I can't find a way to match. And I'm trying to say um in this for
Mhm.
if I need to check this. I'm gonna and start. Um, my says if stack is empty, return. And for some reason, when there's parentheses, it's not going into the stack because there is nothing for. This is my. I'm just going to call it exception. Um, else. So exception. That happens. Then if exception has to be false and didn't work. It's going to ever happen.
That's valid.
I guess not that way. Um, how does not work? Not something in Python. Say not something. You just
You
say
can I think you can
not.
do
Oh yeah.
not.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay, test cases worked. Submitting and wrong answer. Okay, I got
So
96 out of 100 cases working. It's four, I suppose.
no. It should be all right. Let me see. I have your stream up on my phone. I'm trying to look at the code.
I can send you the
This
code.
is the best way to debug.
Thank you for debugging
Thank
it.
you for Mm,
So I'm checking
yeah,
for
I don't.
each open parentheses and adding them. And if
Yeah.
they are added, then it goes back to the top, and then we get, let's say, a closing parentheses. And then I'm saying if it's, which I guess this is redundant. If the stack has something, then check if the
Wait,
last.
but you're only checking the stack if it's greater than 0. I think you wrote else if the length of stack is greater than 0. Um, it should be checking the stack regardless of its size.
Really?
Oh, well, if the stack is greater than 0 or the
Otherwise, it wouldn't have the
mm,
-1.
that's true.
But
Yeah.
I'm saying if it's not, then that's an exception. Then if there's an exception, get to false. Okay? This is this x.
Mhm.
So like,
If not x and length stack is equal to 0. So
yeah.
because I think the reason why it's not detecting that one is because you're just a singular parentheses and you have nothing in the stack. Um, and so it's saying the stack is it doesn't check the stack.
Okay, so if I comment this out, um, take this back, or this out. Really don't think it's time for testing things.
Yeah.
Okay, so now this here would then has to be an else if, because no, because then if it comes in and it's just a closing parentheses, then it wouldn't. I feel like even test cases would here. Oh, they did. Hey, that's mean.
Let's see if the stack
Because outside of
false
there.
and the length stack is equal to 0. So that's false and true. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. This is a puzzle.
Yeah. The problem is I'm going through it correct way. But the thing is, I will continue thinking about it, but need you to go. Like, please.
Yeah, yeah. I am running a little late, but no worries. I really enjoyed collabing together and these were very interesting puzzles.
Yes. The fact that yes, I don't know, like just solving through the other ones and then even getting stuck. Um, I'm proud of myself for doing this. So thank you for encouraging me.
Yes. And thank you so much for collabing with me. Um, and again, if you haven't already, please go to CL's channel and go subscribe. Her POV is actually in the pinned comment in my comment section, so you can click on that and go click subscribe. She is an amazing, amazing CS VTuber, and a great VTuber friend of mine. So yes, and and before I go, tomorrow I'll be doing my Sunday lecture. It'll be my first live lecture, so please be sure to join and be ready with questions about the sun. So I shall
When would
see
that
you
be?
tomorrow. I think it'll be 10 a.m. PST. So
Okay, cool.
yeah,
All right.
woohoo!
Yeah, for people in different time zones, we can watch it as a like a VOD. Yeah,
Yes,
because I love learning about astrophysics.
woohoo!
Yay!
All right. Well, I
Enjoy
think
your
we're pretty much
day.
set. But yes, thank you all so much for joining. And yes, I hope you also have an amazing day as well.
Hmm?
All right.
I
I'm
hope
going
you
to
had
sign off
fun
now.
watching us struggle.
All right. I shall see you all later. Bye bye. Bye
See you.
bye. Bye bye. Thank you everybody for joining.
Bye
Woohoo.
for my side as well, for real. I'm going as well. Okay.